Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. It's great to see you all. This is one of my favorite videos to do, so I'm very excited to share with you all what is new in my wardrobe for winter. So I pulled together a lot of different items, pretty much all of the items that I haven't featured in a specific kind of brand haul or brand highlight video. And these are just little like random bits and bobs that I've been picking up over the last couple of months. As you can imagine, it is winter. I am in New York City and we are in the depths of winter right now. January, February are the coldest months of the year here by far. So there are a lot of sweaters in this haul, in this collection, I should say. There's a lot of cozy bits. And so yeah, let's jump right into it. Starting with this beauty, this very bright sweater. And some of you might be thinking, Mary Lynn, that's color. That's not black or gray. Well, fear not. Most things in this are black and gray, but this was actually one of the first sweaters that Zara came out with that had this little inspired by totem detail. The brand Totem came out probably a couple years ago at this point. This concept of having like a scarf attached to a jacket, I think was probably their first piece, and then other garments. Maybe it was another designer that did it before that. If it is, let me know. But yeah, this look has been super popular over the years, and finally it came to Zara. So when I saw this, I just really loved the look. There's like a few different ways you can wear tops or jackets or sweaters like this. This is my favorite way personally, where it's just sort of like elegantly draped over the shoulder. I don't find it hard to maintain. It really just stays there throughout the day. And yeah, I just think it's quite elegant. I love this relaxed sort of neckline that it creates, although you can also, of course, tie it like you would very casually, like it's almost resting over your shoulders and these two pieces are just sort of dangling in the front, or honestly, you could just leave them in the front, like hanging down like that. There's a bunch of different ways that you can wear a top like this. And I will say, I'll let you guys in on a little secret. If I had to pick a color other than like a forest green, this would be my favorite color. I love a really rich primary color blue, cobalt blue. I just think it's really, I don't ever have a problem styling this color, kind of like with green. And so yeah, I've been wearing this a ton. I think it looks great with black and gray and, you know, anything else you really want to pair this with. And it's just super comfortable. I'm sure it's some kind of polyester, but it is soft, it's not itchy, and it's very warm. So this has been a sweater that I've been wearing a lot. Because of also the bright color, I do work remotely, so on video, so I do kind of like that pop of color. It almost like makes people happy, I feel like, when you show up on the screen and it's like bam. So yeah, I've been super happy with this Zara sweater. So much so that when this one came out very quickly after, this is, I won't even bother to show you here because it's a giant heap of gray. I was super excited for this cardigan to come out because this cardigan is 100% wool. It's very high quality. It was a much higher price point. I think it was like, I don't know, $150 maybe, even though it did go on sale at one point. But it's a very high quality wool, which I can tell when I wear it, but it's not an itchy wool, which is a rarity. And it's got, again, that little scarf detailing that I love to just kind of throw over. I love how oversized this is. I think I got, this is a small, okay, so it's not an extra small. I think I also got a small in this, just because I didn't want the sweaters to be, you know, tight. They're not. They're very oversized, and I really love how oversized this one is. I love that it's kind of got that grandpa cardigan vibe to it, and that deep V I think makes it not too bulky or not too buttoned up. And I feel like honestly this is something that like the Row could have made. I feel like it looks really expensive. It looks super cool. You can pair it with a lot of different things. You can pair it with like a leather pant. I've been wearing it nonstop, which is a good little segue into these pants that I also got in the same order from Zara. I've been wanting another pair of sort of drawstring pants just because if you watched my best video of 2023, the drawstring pant was my best friend. Super comfortable, super casual. Like I said, I work from home, so I love being comfortable. These are almost like a flannel pant. I'll show you the fabric up close. It's like a flannel pant, and they've got this kind of little boxer detailing to them, which honestly, I could do without, if I'm being perfectly honest. I don't mind it, like it didn't stop me from buying the pant, but it does get a little dirty because it's stark white with like fake tan and lotions and stuff, so don't quite love it for that. I could have just gone with like a regular gray drawstring pant because that's really what I was after, but to be honest, this is usually covered anyway because I'm normally wearing it with that gray sweater or with a big black sweater. And so yeah, I just think it looks really good, and I just love this like head to toe kind of charcoal gray look. I think it's, yeah, just again something that maybe the Row could have designed, and it looks really expensive and really chic but still very carefree and comfortable. So yeah, I've worn those too much, like way too much over the last couple of months. I probably wear these at least twice a week, if not more. On that note too, these items were also from Zara, but they did come from a separate order later into the winter, in very end of December, I think. And again, I really just wanted like a nice wool gray pant, which these are, I believe they are, oh, I cut out the tag because they get itchy, but I'm pretty sure these were 100% wool because they were also kind of a higher price point for Zara. I think they were around $100. I got them in an extra small. And the only thing I don't love about them is actually the back, about how they have, I love that they're stretchy, don't get me wrong, but I don't love it when brands put a visible elastic in the back. If you ever saw my H&M video with my favorite H&M pant, they cover the elastic so that it still looks smooth even though it does stretch. But honestly, I'm always wearing this with sweaters and stuff anyway, so you never see it, so it's fine. Other than that, I think these are really chic trousers. Unlike the darker gray drawstring ones, these are a cropped pant, so they have a little bit of a different look and feel to them. They're a little more sophisticated, a little less casual, more of like a work pant, I would say. But yeah, I'm very into these gray pants. I just think this fabric is really beautiful and they're really well made, and I've been loving these. Okay, last piece from Zara, I promise. And then I did buy things from other places, even though honestly Zara was kind of where I bought a lot of stuff over the last couple of months. This piece is super, I think, one of the most unique ones of this collection. I just saw this and thought it was super weird and interesting that I had to get it. It's a very soft knit material. I'm not sure what it is made out of exactly, but it's kind of like a mummy top for lack of a better term. It's basically like a shell knit underneath, and then it has this sort of cape over the top. It reminded me actually of this dress that Meghan Markle wore one time. I'll insert the picture if I can. But I just think it's super chic, but also like really modern and kind of futuristic looking. And I actually haven't worn this out yet, but I do have a trip or a couple of trips coming up that I think that this will be a really great top for. I kind of played around, especially for this video, styling it in a few different ways, because initially I was just like throwing it on with jeans, which it does look good with jeans. Again, I like tucking it into something because it's, I think on its own, I think it just needs that structure a little bit. But then another way, I do love it like straight across, very like bondage-esque like that. But then I started playing with it, actually having it like ruched up on one side and like down on the other, and kind of just playing with that part of it. And so I actually think there's more versatility in this top than I originally thought. And so I'm really excited to style this and wear this. I love the cream color. I think I don't have like a ton of cream tops. And so having this and having this in a knit, I think is just like a really chic, but like modern look that I think will pair well with a lot of my blacks and grays and things that you've seen here, but also leathers, like different textures and stuff too. So that was a great buy. The next two pieces are still clothing pieces. They are two sweaters that were inspired by my recent addiction, which is watching The Crown. I know I'm really late to the game, but I watched the first season of The Crown and I just kind of never got into it, and I never watched it again. And then when the 6th season came out, I watched it. I really enjoyed it. I ended up, don't ask me why, watching The Crown completely backwards because I just kept going back and then enjoying that season and then enjoying that season and just like wanting more context. And so anyway, These tops were inspired by this particular look of Princess Diana that I saw, and I just thought, oh, that's so chic. I just love that. And I thought, wouldn't that be great to have in my wardrobe? And so the look was these Tod's suede driving shoes, these little cigarette pants, which you guys know I love a cigarette pant and I have quite a few of them. And then this sort of sleeveless mock neck top. And that's what really I wanted. I thought that was like the star of the outfit. And so I found these from Saks Fifth Avenue, actually. Who would have thought? And I think they actually were Saks off Fifth even, because I did want cashmere. I wanted something warm and I wanted something, or at least wool, just because those natural types of fibers just do better with the body, as I say here in this artificial sweater. But in general, I do like stuff like this because they are sleeveless. I might be wearing them in slightly warmer climates. And so I like fabrics that help the body sort of regulate temperature, because I could be in a hot or cold environment with this. But these I thought were really fantastic quality. I'll just show you some of the details up close. They have this nice ribbing on the mock neck and on the little sides. They were kind of the perfect length where you can just leave them out. I actually think they look really nice for a more casual look out of a pant and not necessarily always tucking them into a pant. Who would have thought? And I ordered them in two colors. I ordered them in black, of course, and then this charcoal gray, my new favorite shade right now. And yeah, these have been fantastic. Again, I haven't styled these as much as I would like them to, just because it is so cold here. I would have to style these and then wear a wool cardigan or something over top of them, just because it's absolutely freezing. But again, I have trips coming up where it's not going to be quite so cold and I can wear these. But these are just really great basics that will, you know, go under things, go into jeans, go into skirts. They pretty much go with everything. So super happy just having those kind of round out my cashmere collection. Now, this next piece is not a clothing item. It is an accessory. And if you saw my least or my worst purchases of 2023, one of them was this flattered clutch that honestly just kind of broke over time. And I loved the clutch. I loved the casualness of the clutch. I love the simplicity of the clutch. And my favorite thing about the clutch is that it could really go from day to night. And so when I saw this clutch from Jil Sander, Jil Sander's super hot right now. Any kind of like minimalist brand I feel like is really having a moment right now, which I love, because if you're new to this channel, I love a minimal brand. I love a minimal look. And I just thought this was such a nice staple. It's an envelope clutch. It's leather. It's from the Jil Sander Navy collection, which I wasn't familiar with, but I looked it up and looks like that was just a collection that they, or a line that they had that was discontinued in 2019. But I got this off of the Real. It was an incredible price. I think it was about $100. And it's very basic. It's just like, I actually stuffed 2 sunglass cases in here because without them, it can actually look super flat, like a straight up envelope. But I love that look, and I just love the cleanness, and I love that it was real leather. And yeah, this has been exactly kind of like filling in the role of the flattered clutch while I figure out what to do with the flattered clutch and how to fix the flattered clutch. And yeah, I'm really excited to wear this because, again, it just goes really easily from day to night, and it just makes any outfit look instantly cool. It's a little more of an unexpected thing to reach for instead of a traditional purse, and I can just pop it under. Clutches don't really bother me. I just pop them under my arm when I'm out and about. As long as something's light enough as a purse, then that's fine. It's really once things start getting heavy that it's a little troublesome for me. But another thing to call out on this is that there's no hardware, so it does go with anything, which I love that versatility. I have that versatility in my flattered purse, which I've styled with a lot of these looks. And yeah, it's just nice to have another purse that I can grab for that has that same kind of versatility. So this has been a great buy. Now, my final little what's new in my wardrobe items, even though technically they're a set, so I just kind of think of them as one item, but if you saw my video 4 or 5 months ago now, where I reviewed Adanola activewear, their UK brand, I just love it. Like, I've been wearing this activewear pretty much nonstop since I filmed that video, but I mentioned in that video that I wish I actually would have gotten a small instead of an extra small. Spoiler alert. So when I got an email saying that this particular color was back in stock, I was like, oh, great, now is my moment to actually order my size. And so I ordered the exact same set that I ordered before in the green and the blue, and I ordered it in what they said was like a burgundy color. To be honest, now that I have this in person, I'll show it to you up close. In my opinion, it's more of like a reddy brown. I would not call this a burgundy personally. I don't even know what to call this. Like a rusty brown almost, but anyway, it's still a pretty color. It's not as I would have loved an actual burgundy, but the sizing is fantastic. A small definitely was the better choice for me. It's just like, I can wear an extra small, but I'm just more comfortable in the small. So I'm definitely excited to have another set of this because I've just been wearing the other ones so much. It's good to like add this into my rotation so that I don't wear out the other ones so badly, because yeah, I really enjoy them. But super happy that the small worked out. And yeah, that is the last little piece of what's new in my wardrobe. And yes, I will see you all in my next video.